Gary, what do you look for when you handicap 2-year-olds?
Well, I love to play 2-year-old races because that might be the only opportunity I'll ever have to bet on a stakes horse running against mediocre horses. What a discrepancy in talent that you might have in a maiden race or a 2-year-old race. If you can identify that future stakes horse initially. And I clock horses in the morning as often as I can to try to be on top of that. And I look for horses in the mornings with potential, horses obviously with speed. But beyond that, beyond the obvious things, I think people want to be cautious about just using a workout as it appears in the form. I've seen some horses work a half in 48 and it was a horrible work, just horrible, because the horse might have gone the opening quarter in 23 and the second quarter in 25 and could barely gallop out at all. That's a horrible half in 48. On the other hand, if a horse goes the last quarter in 23 and change, that can be a very good 48. If he does it with a 140-pound exercise rider up, that's pretty impressive. But if he does it with a little jockey up who weighs 100 pounds, maybe not so impressive. If he does it under a whip, that's one thing. If he does it under a stranglehold, that's another. So just don't think a half in 48 is equal to this half in 48. Be very cautious about taking those raw times that you see printed in the form or in the program. Obviously, the best thing is to observe the workout yourself, but if you can't, try to find a source of information that you can trust that can describe those workouts to you and give you some useful information. And there are many outlets out there where you can subscribe to workout information or just talk to people. And another good thing is to know trainers. That might be the most important thing. Trainers are creatures of habit. They do the same thing over and over again that they've been successful with. And you know the trainers who win with 2-year-olds, and you know the ones who don't. Steve Asmussen wins with a lot of 2-year-olds. Wesley Ward wins with a lot of 2-year-olds. Brett Calhoun wins with a lot of 2-year-olds. Those guys, you immediately look at their horses. And you got a guy like Nick Zito, who is a terrific trainer. He's in the Hall of Fame, but Nick Zito's always looking down the road, developing horses that are going to go 1.25 miles in the first Saturday in May, and a 2-year-old going 5/8 of a mile may not be the priority with him. So know the trainers and their habits and their successes that they've had in whatever kind of race it is.